Give me this pop up. Yo, 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 welcome back to the Mean Green Podcast with your host, Niall Frazier and Mr. Reggie Barnes. Uh, yeah, it was so we got a few things we wanted to talk about today. But before we get started, if you could please like and subscribe both at both of our channels. We greatly appreciate it. We're both trying to grow our channels. Mr. Reggie just hit 500, so shout out to you, my man. But a few things that we want to talk about today. The press conferences for the defensive position coaches. Also, situation with Bradbury, what they're going to do with him. The Eagles also made a signing. I got to look my man name up, but he's an offensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken. So, a few things we got to discuss. But how you want to break this down, Mr. Reggie? You want me just
Let's start off with James Bradbury, man. Let's get him out the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell me how you feeling actually, because I know last time I kind of spoke a lot, so I want to make sure we both get
No,
our
it's fine. That's what
perspective.
we're here for. We speak.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyway, my situation with James Bradbury is this, man. I think
Hmm.
they got to get rid of him.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the big day to really
Hmm.
find out what's going to be going on, if he reports to mandatory camp or not.
Right.
But for me, you gotta let the young guys play. You gotta let Quinyon Mitchell play.
Hmm.
He's not going to beat out. He's not going to beat out Isaiah Rodgers. He's definitely not going to beat out Slay. So he can't play safety. So I mean,
Hmm.
I think he's basically the odd man out from my
Okay.
point of view, from where I'm sitting at. So the best thing for him is to move on. I can't see the Eagles keeping him around too much more longer. I think it's
Hmm.
just a matter of them trying to find the right team that wants him.
Hmm.
Because I know they don't want to do Bradbury wrong, dirty. I
Right.
don't think Howie would want to do that to him. But I think it's just a matter of which team is willing to give us what we want for him. Right now,
Hmm.
for me, I take a seventh round pick for him to get him out of
Okay.
here.
He
Let
said
the
you want
go
to
ahead.
go on.
He can get acclimated with the new system he's going to be in if he
Hmm.
goes to another team. So you don't
Right.
want to hold him back from that. You still want to do your due diligence as a team and as a
Hmm.
respectful thing to get a man an opportunity to get in camp and get going with the new team that he's going to be with.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I pretty much would say the same thing. I was saying I'm kind of back and forth though, to be honest, because I know like in 2022 this was kind of like the same defense that he thrived in, but at the same time, like what you said, man, they done brought in guys last year and then this year too that got to get the snaps, got to get the reps, and and I know you say you didn't see the press conference today, but the defensive back coach, he was talking about that he spoke to Bradbury as well. He said he'd been in good spirits, but he wanted him to come back and show, like he might still have a chance. Pretty much is what he was kind of getting at, but you never know, man. I feel like they be trying to spend stuff, just to get the trade value up.
Right,
Like they said, they had the Colts thing out there, something with the Cardinals as well.
right.
So who knows, man? But I know the Eagles do tend to do that. When they're trying to get rid of a player, they'll talk pretty well about him. So maybe they do keep him, maybe training camp for a week or two, talking about whatever the case may be, and then try to offload him to another team. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And staying on Bradbury,
Hmm.
there was talks last week with him with the Cardinals. Uh,
Right, right.
I think that would be a good spot for
Oh,
him
for sure.
because he thrived under Gannon.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so that would be a situation where I think might work out for him. Now,
Hmm.
even though the coach just popped up recently here, he worked with Steinfeld too. Remember?
Right. Yep, yep,
So
yep.
they're both guys that he's familiar with. So I
Hmm.
can see him going to either one of those teams. Now, don't hold me to that, but I think those two teams out of the two that we discussed for him, I think will
Hmm.
be a position. I mean, a team where he can go in, especially down in Indianapolis. He can give
Right.
him a veteran presence back there. He's a veteran guy in the locker room, so that'll be something else that they can look forward if they decide to go make that move down in Indianapolis.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't really think they're like looking for like too much like compensation wise. Like you said, a seventh round pick, probably whatever year they want to give it to us for, they'll probably take it and just move on with it. Especially
Right.
with the and I know we probably got to talk about that too, the tampering. I heard that the Atlanta Falcons will have a more harsher consequence than the Eagles. But if they do decide to take a pick or whatever the case may be, maybe that could be the pick or whatever the case may be. So
Yes.
hopefully we'll see what comes about with that too as well. So
Right. Right. Now, let's
hmm
switch topics. Let's go to another guy that
okay.
a lot of people didn't really think. the Eagles should have brought him in.
Mhm.
Johnny Ross. Now,
Okay.
to me, for Johnny Ross to come back, we know the circumstances. He retired last year with the Kansas City Chiefs. He was in the league with the Cincinnati Bengals. So he played with the Jets. So, but for me, speed is what we need on the edge down the field. He has it. He showed in camp, obviously, that he still has it in the tank. So whatever from where I'm sitting there looking at the Eagles' perspective on him, is he's gaining a lot of ground, a lot of people's confidence in whatever he's doing down there at camp. Like some of the highlights that I did look at, I seen him doing things that he done in the past. But this is not games. There's no pass, no hitting. We going against ourselves on one-on-one drills and 7-on-7 drills. So, I mean, it does give you some kind of a eyeball, a scale to look at it. But from the long haul, you really don't. I think when it comes down to it, for him to make the team, it's going to come down to preseason games, scrimmages with other teams or other opponents. Practice against our guys, that's going to help out a lot. But I think going against other opponents is going to show and tell a lot more about Mr. Ross to me.
Yeah. Going off what you were saying, I know like he said, he been out a couple years, so it's been it's been a little bit now. So that was kind of the similar problem I had with Isaiah Rodgers, like just not knowing, you're not playing for, in John Ross's case more than a year. So you want to make sure that he still has the talent, and he can still perform to that level. I know he spoke to it in his press conference that he had. What was it, this past week? And he spoke to, he's still having that speed, but it's more or less, like you said, like on the outside you want to keep that speed, but you also want to make sure the hands is right. Learning the playbook, and making sure he fits into Kellen Moore's offense, which I'm sure he does. But so it's just time will tell with him. I kind of, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt bad, so I kind of do want to see him make the team. Even if it's just in a small role, or if he's backing somebody up, whatever the case is, man. But like I said, say it again.
He does punt return, right?
I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, I think so, because I know they got a lot of guys this year. He might be one though. I can't remember, but
I'm saying that in regards to what the comment you just made, for him to make the team.
Oh, you're talking about so he could, in that way, in a smaller role, So if he can do that, I mean, we'll take him. I know they got a lot of guys back there though. You know what I mean? That they want to put, like Nye Smith or maybe even Cooper DeJean. He returns punts and stuff like that. So, or field goals, whatever the case may be. But man. So we'll see, man. We'll see what John Ross do. But I do kind of hope he do make it though. So, but we'll see, man.
I think keeping Cooper DeJean out of that type of situation to me for a safety factor.
Right.
On the defensive side of the ball, for me would be ideal. I mean, I know he could do it if it came down to it, down the season where we were strapped for that need. Then we know he's got the capability of doing that. I'm fine with that. But to have him actually do that when you got bodies like Rodgers and a plethora of other guys that you still got the Britton Covey, so I wouldn't really force feed Cooper in doing that right off the bat. I mean, he got to learn the defense. I think they should make him more concentrate on learning the defense. You know what I mean?
His position, his role,
Now, one other thing, I'm gonna go switching topics. So y'all let us know what y'all think about about this Nakobe Dean situation again. His name popped back up this past week again. Talk about switching his position. Right. Did you hear about that?
Yes, sir. Yep.
What is your take on that?
Well, first and foremost, I just think it's nice to see that he's even on the field, because last time we had this, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Let's give him a clap for that. Yes, sir. So because we talked the last time we did our first podcast, me and you talked about him, and that was the thing that we were discussing about, if he could just get on the field, because the best ability is availability. So like you say, you see the spurts, you see that he got the talent, but it was just he's not be able to get out in the field. But with him being interchanged, I think that's a good thing, because it's first off his first team. So I know Vic Fangio spoke to liking Zach Bone a lot. We already know Devin White, what he's capable of. But it was just good to see him getting rotated in. I just hope it leads to something though, because like I said, it's been too much time for Nakobe Dean, and I feel like that clock is starting to wind down for him.
Right.
So this is going to be the year that he has to really show, like, what he can do. He's a third round pick, so I don't see them really having too much. Of course, he probably want to develop him, but it's been, like I said, 3 years, so maybe they might move off of him. Who knows if he don't pan out? But
he absolutely had to show up.
Yeah, he has to show up
this year. In my mind, he had to show up. But just piggybacking off what you just said, and we both said this, he must stay on the field. He cannot afford to miss games this season.
No, not at all.
He cannot afford to miss games. In my eyes, from my perspective, where I'm sitting at, he can't afford to do that at all.
No.
Now, what is your take on the buffed up Nolan Smith now?
I like it. I really do. I like it, man, because especially with the position that he's playing, he gonna need that size. And I know he spoke to it in his press conference as well, saying that coaches really didn't care, that he got bigger. They just want to make sure he still got that speed. Because I feel like that's the biggest thing with this team so far, especially on the defense with that scheme. You need guys that got speed, that can cover, get the positions quickly and things like that. So but staying on Nolan Smith, I'm happy to hear that, man. I think he's taking on a bigger role this year. Hopefully he can step into those shoes and do what he does, man. We gonna need some sacks. He talked about Hassan Reddick as well, teaching him a lot. So hopefully that can translate into this coming year, man, with his gameplay. So I got high hopes for my man.
I believe it will. Yeah, I believe it will. From where I'm looking at with Nolan Smith, to be honest with you, man, he took this offseason very seriously.
Absolutely.
That's where it looks to me with the approach that he has so far in camp. The OTAs that so far. Now we still, like I said, still a long way process to go for the team and evaluation of what's to come. But as of right now, as I speak and you speak on it, I think he's on the upside, moving in the right direction. I do give him that. So, but like we said, playing time for him should increase dramatically if he can. Another one, stay healthy. He's another one can stay. He got nicked up with the shoulder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's another one that needs to stay healthy too. So, I'm okay with him. I'm very like eager to see him progress.
Yeah, man.
I know he has it. I see.
He got the talent.
Yeah, I seen flashes of it last season before he had got dinged up, and I believe he can tote the load. He can tote the load.
Yep. I think he's gonna be just fine, man. I don't know if you want to stay on it. You got anything else? Because I was gonna
whatever you want to do.
Okay. I was gonna talk about let me make sure I got everything here. My fault. I was gonna talk about the press conference that they had today too. Go ahead. And also I forgot. I don't know if you want to look this up too, but the guy they just signed, I didn't even look up this. Let me see.
Eagles new signing.
I'll make sure I talk about him. I think he's from Cincinnati, or at least that's the jersey he was wearing when I saw it.
Like I said, I came in and got right in the studio.
And I just seen it before you called me too, just to make sure. Max Sharpen.
Oh, okay. I heard of him.
Yep, Max Sharpen. Yep. So they just recently Max Sharpen. I think I'm saying that right. Max Sharpen. Yeah. So they just recently signed him to add to depth. So that's another good signing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good signing, because I feel like it was a couple places. Still a couple places I think that we still need to add a couple guys. Like even we were talking about the outside wide receiver, because like we talked about that before. It's not a lot of depth behind that position, or depth that we would say, how would I say that we are that will be able to step up if their name is called, if that makes sense. So you want to get some experienced guys. Also, I even heard about Cortland Sutton, whatever his name is.
Right.
From Denver, which kind of blew my mind, because I was like, I don't even, I feel like he's gonna cost a little bit, but it would be nice to have him. So so you can see that they're still looking for, them trying to fill those different holes that they think they need to. So but yeah, that's the newest signing. So
one thing I got a lot of faith in is Howard. So
absolutely,
that's why I don't get too ruffled around the feather edges about with this team, because of who we got as a GM. I know how he's going to do his darnest to make the right moves to give these guys what they want. But I'm still in the fog about the defense and offensive coaches. I like both of them, but how are they going to implement and how are they going to utilize these guys? We have the talent, paper-wise. We have talent in all areas, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side, to me, is still a work in progress because we're still in the unknown with the Huffs, new rookies, and trying to get us a inside or outside rookie, our linebacker. So I'm still kind of like wait and see with the defense with Fangio and how he's going to utilize these guys, the Zach Bonds, the Whites, and we got Tyler Hall. You know, we got the guy Gardner, the kid from LSU. So it's a bunch of guys. You got the young kid Stevens, that he's showing a lot of promise at camp. So you got Maddox fighting for his life. So he's another one that needs to see help for us too. So I mean, I'm good with the coach. It's just I got to see what they're going to do with the scheme of it.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing.
That's where I'm biting my knuckles at right there.
You know, I got you.
It's the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? It's the unknown of what we're going to get out of the system that we have now in place. But I got a lot of faith in it. And those two guys, Kellen Moore and Mr. Vic Fangio, I believe they can and will get these guys in the right position. And if nothing else fails, Kellen Moore can't fail. He don't have no room to fail either. Now, I know a lot of people talk about Nick Sirianni, this and that, putting his hand in the playbook. I doubt at all if he had anything to do with the play calling this upcoming season. It might be situations where he implements certain things, but for 99.9%, it's all going to be on Kellen Moore.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Now, I'm going to break off on something here really quick.
What's up?
Since we was on this topic about Kellen Moore with Nick Sirianni. Now, I'm going to ask the public, what do y'all think? Or if Kellen Moore has a successful season, what do you think that leads Howie Roseman and the owner, Laurie, to make a decision on keeping Kellen Moore? Because if he has a successful season, teams are going to be after him.
Absolutely.
Teams are going to be after him. So what is your take on that? Because it definitely – somebody's out there? Okay.
Yeah, what's up, my boy?
But yeah, so teams are definitely going to be after him. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that I thought back in the back of my mind. I didn't really elaborate on it too much because I wanted to spend it with you, actually. So I kind of held back on it. But now there's opportunity for me to get your opinion on that, because I know that's going to come down to it possibly could come down to that decision with them making a coaching decision.
Now,
if we go 2-something, first 2-6, Nick's gone.
If it's bad.
How can you blame Nick if Kellen Moore's making a play call decision? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. So, I mean, go ahead.
With your opinion, how you feel about that circumstance?
Well, my thing is this: like, we already kind of know what Nick is going to do if he's making the play call. So we don't want that. That's why they went out and got Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, I've been. Because, like, of course, being an Eagles fan, you don't like Dallas, but I have watched Dallas when he was the offensive coordinator, and you can't deny that they'd had an explosive offense every time, every year he was there. So, I'm hoping that translates to the Eagles offense, because I think we had way better talent. They said he banged the table for Saquon Barkley and things like that. Like you said, Howie, Mr. Lurie, they made sure they didn't put this team together in a way where it's no excuses. And it's all up to the coaches. So he's going to have to go out there and perform. But if he doesn't, like you said, if he starts off bad, I mean, you're going to be kind of in a pickle. Because my thing is, you want a coach that's going to be able to, adapt to the situation week to week. And that's something that they both spoke to. I know Vic Fangio spoke about that, and Kellen Moore. But I just hope that, like I said, I hope it just pans out the way it's supposed to, for the simple fact that, him doing this for so long and then having the talent that he has around him, it's no excuse in the world that we don't win and I'm not, you don't win every game, but you should be winning most of the games this year. I mean, I know it's a new first year coordinator, but these are both these are experienced guys. They're veterans in the game. They should know what to do, man. So, and they spoke to that today too. So, yeah.
Well, that still lingers in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get your take on it. I had discussions off camera with a few friends of mine.
Yeah.
And I got some feedback from them, but it was all positive. It was good, positive feedback. But for me, it's going to be a situation if it comes down to it. Because
for sure.
Now, because I think Nick is a good coach and outside of play calling.
Right.
I think he's a good rah-rah coach.
Yeah.
A lot of people say he's a cheerleader or whatever they want to call him, but basically that's what it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of confused. If Kellen Moore has a successful season, what are you going to do with Nick Sirianni?
It's gonna be hard. I mean, they could, they kind of could do. I don't know if you remember when Tom Brady was down there in Tampa Bay and Bruce Arians was the head coach, but then he ended up going up into the office or something like that. I don't know if he's still there now, but maybe that's something that they can do.
Another Deshaun move like they did Deshaun.
Yeah, how they did Deshaun, they put him up but they ended up firing him the next year. So I don't know. But
do you think Nick would take a back seat to that?
He
got a lot on the line because he was the head coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
perspective where I'm going at with that.
He's
the head coach, and for him to get demoted to go up in the booth upstairs to sit down, it's kind of like
Well, sometimes you gotta get humbled, man. There are head coaches that had went back to their I would say like maybe because they were coordinators before and they went back to their coordinator position or things like that because they didn't pan out. Plus, everybody's not meant to how I want to say like be a coach. Right. Everybody's not meant to be a play caller either. So it's kind of it's kind of hard. But like I said, when in Nick's case, we kind of seen he didn't had since 2020 he didn't inherited the team. And when he has called the plays, it has not been the best looking offense. So for somebody that got hired for the offensive mind, and I like Nick because like what you said, he keeps the guys together. That camaraderie in the locker room. You see him on the sideline going crazy. Sitting there doing all types of stuff that the fans do like. So but Kellen Moore like he has an offensive mind as well, and I do think like he was in there. I said this before. He was in there for a head coaching job. I think when they was hiring Nick Sirianni. So, just like they got their eye on him, they're going to be watching him too. And if he can pan out the way they want to, I can see them making that move, man.
For sure. Now let me get another thing. Going back to Jalen Hurts. Now, from what I've been seeing with Jalen Hurts, quite obviously, I'm quite sure you see it because we talked about it, I believe. With the interceptions he threw at camp last week. What is your take on that? Now a lot of people took it and spun it the wrong way. But for me, it's just practice, man. And the fact that he's coming into a new system, trying to figure out, where and what. Excuse me, the quarterback coach, I can't remember his name.
Doug Nationmeyer, something like that.
Listen, Nationmeyer, Doug. Him working with Jalen. He's from what I heard and what I'm hearing, he's really tough on Jalen too. He's really coaching him like hard. So that's a great thing that he's coaching him like that. And one other thing I could say, I honestly say that Jalen does embrace it. Jalen embraces it very, very well. So that itself and all is a very good thing that's going on. So as long as Jalen embraces it the way he's embracing it, and he's willing to accept the tough coaching, we'll be fine. I mean, interceptions that he threw at camp, nobody wants to see that, but these things are why it's camp and practice now. You get better with it, you tune up, you get to understand where the guy's supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. It could have been a missed route ran or whatever. So
I don't know how exact. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. My fault.
No, go ahead.
No, but I know they said like it could have been like a tip pass. I think like with the Isaiah Rodgers one, so like tip passes and stuff like that. So things like that happen. I mean, if he's throwing blatant like he's throwing to the wrong person, then I'm like now I'm terrified. But it's nothing like that. So like you said, it's camp, new offensive system. Doug's been trying to get him, on the to see the thing that he needs to see, coach him up right. But and I don't want to get off topic, but because he spoke to that at the press conference, and they had asked him about that. They were like, how are you coaching, Jalen Hurts? And
Right.
he was just pretty much saying, he was like, he sounds like a nice guy, but you can hear in his voice that the details is what matter to him, So
Well, that's the main thing. Like Jalen
yep.
always say, let's keep the main thing the main thing.
The main thing, yep. And he spoke to that. He said Jalen wants to know the answers to the questions. So pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, but he wants to know every answer. He said pretty much when he's out there on the line, wants to know what he needs to look for, what he needs to do, and go from there. So I think I don't like you said, I don't take nothing from because they all threw interceptions in the practice. So my thing is this: are they all bad? Nah, man. So
all three
of them did. So and it's good to get it out now. And then if he was targeting the middle of the field, which he didn't do so last year, and we were like dead last. So
we were.
If that's something new, yep. So if it's something new that they're trying to expose him to, then I'm all for it, man. He's gonna make some mistakes, but as long as he's correcting the mistakes now, opposed to getting into the season, I'm all for it. So
now, one other thing I want to ask you about. Let's go here. Let's switch topics. The running back room.
Okay.
Now, did you hear rumors? I know you did about Saquon and possibly bringing back
Miles.
Miles, yeah.
Miles Davis, Miles Sanders, yeah.
What would you think about that acquisition of bringing him back?
I can't lie, because Miles Sanders is a fan favorite, and he wanted to stay before he did get his new contract with the Panthers, so he did want to stay with Philadelphia, and then he was on the Super Bowl team. I just felt like they didn't utilize. I mean, he ran a lot, but I just felt like him having
that season before he left us.
The 1,000-yard season, But I just feel like I don't know, like now that he because I would like to have him back, but I'm talking about the injury concern, because I think what he tore his ACL and something else. I think he had 2 injuries or something like that. Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I know he was out for a little bit, so I don't know if it was an ACL or something like that. But if he's healthy, man, I mean, because he might know the system already, offensive wise and stuff like that. Might be some new things he got to learn with Kellen Moore coming in here. But it'd be nice to have. Plus, it's a veteran. You got another veteran on the team in front of Will Shipley and what's my man name, Milton. And then whoever else you got back there.
So to me, if they bring Miles Sanders back, Gainwell goes farther back on the depth chart.
I forgot about Gainwell. So I didn't even say Gainwell's name. No disrespect to him, but I think he go even further back, because if it's Miles Sanders, I'm still taking probably Will Shipley. I want to see what Will Shipley can do. I like him, so
he's gonna get plenty of reps this coming camp.
Man.
Because they really like Will Shipley. But I'm telling you, don't sleep on Milton, man.
No, not at all.
The young man's hungry, man. He's hungry.
Oh yeah, for sure. The both of them hungry. Yeah, they both want to make
he got something to prove. But see, it's just like I'm gonna throw this out there real quick with Caitlin Clark situation, right? The media hyped him up. So the same thing is going on here in Philadelphia on the low scale with the team, right?
Yeah,
hyping him up. Let him work the kinks out. I mean,
right.
Don't force him in there because his name has been thrown out there in front of everybody's face, and you think that he's supposed. Let him figure this out, man, because we need him for the long haul. This ain't a short-term thing with him and Quentin Mitchell. This ain't a short-term thing. We need these guys to be good for the long haul.
And they spoke about that too. Christian Parker, the defensive back coach, they said that they've been putting him in different places, and he been taking to it very well. So that's good to hear. With Cooper, Quinyon Mitchell as well. So them young guys, we want to see them out there. We don't want to slow up their learning curve or anything like that. We want to see those guys out there on the field doing what they gotta do.
Right.
Especially like Cooper DeJean, because like they keep saying, you can utilize him in different positions. But like you said, learn that one position. If he can learn another position from what they're saying he is, he's doing pretty well with both those positions. So that's good to hear, man, especially with a young rookie at that. So yeah, man.
But yeah, man, if y'all haven't already, subscribe to Bet on Yourself Media Sports, No Cut Sports Podcast Show. He's Nail. I'm Reggie, man. Come join us, man, and join the team, man. Mean Green Podcast, man. we're gonna be on the schedule here. We both working out the kinks. This is our second episode, so come check us out, though, man. Subscribe, like, and comment. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. And truly to be said, we definitely gonna be have some giveaways coming up. A lot of different perks we're gonna be having coming up. But like I said, we climbing them out. We climbing them out.
One step at a time, man. One step at a time.
So we fresh off the block, and hey, we gonna give y'all everything hot off the street. That's how we gonna do it.
You already know.
Our own opinions about what we feel, but it's gonna be authentic.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, subscribe to the channels, man. We do appreciate y'all. As y'all know, I'm gonna go live myself because I'm trying to give this jersey away, and this has been the longest jersey giveaway. I bet you will. You be in there too, so everybody got a chance to win. But I thought this would be a little bit easier, so but we're gonna stay tuned to that. I'm gonna make an announcement about that probably sometime this week. So but yeah, man, I'm trying to make sure you got anything else you want to talk about before I get into this?
Just give them an update on what we got coming up. It might be brief, might be short, but we're gonna have something coming up. You can give them a day if you want. Because I'm basing it on you. So I know you're a hardworking man. So
yeah, I mean, it seems to be Mondays has been working out the best. So
let's make it Monday.
Yeah, Monday for now, and
Monday
then
for now, okay.
Yeah, make a Monday, and then if we can do more, we'll do more. But Monday for sure seems to be, this is the second joint we done did. So,
okay.
But I also wanted to talk about though, because I know you said you didn't get to see it, but like I said, they had the defensive lineman coaches or the position coaches. They did their pressers today, and I took a couple of things that I will say that I took from it. I know some of these people, they watch my my videos, but I've been talking about getting the coaches was going to be the biggest aspect this year because we already got the talent. Like the players are here, drafted Quinyon Cooper, whatever the case is, and the biggest thing now is can the coaches live up to the system? Like are their systems, can we? Are they going to be able to? Are they going to be able to produce with the systems that they have?
Yeah.
And there's been questions out there. With content creators, even big stream medias, saying what they've been saying. But if you're asking me, from what I gathered today from the defensive coaches, everybody got the same mentality, same attitude, which is just no bullshit. They come in there, each person that talked today, Jeff Stoutland talked today, Christian Parker, what's my man name? Doug, I can't say his last name, Nissenmeyer, whatever the case is.
The quarterback.
So the quarterback coach. So a lot of
coach. Sorry
sorry for messing your name up, but so it's a lot. It's a lot of, and I see Miss Candy and said it, but the experience that these guys brings. I think Doug's been coaching for almost 9-10 plus years, and then Clint Hurt been coaching for about 10 years and stuff like that.
He has a great defensive staff back there.
Right.
That hasn't been talked about, but that's good. That's okay with me.
That's fine. Yeah.
About the players is the ones that need to be talked about. All these guys got to do is get these guys, ramp them up, get them ready, and put them in the right position. That's it. That's all I'm asking these guys to do. Candy, thanks for the comment. We said coach experience went up a gazillion. Yeah, right. You sure they went up a zillion.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us too, Candy.
Yeah, appreciate you, Candy. But yeah, man, it's good to see because I felt like that was what we were missing last year. There was no accountability. I even said when they got Clint Hurt, because I'm not too familiar with Clint Hurt, but I was just sitting there let's listen to him talk and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, this man is not going to be playing with Jordan Davis. And he spoke to that. He said Jordan Davis mistake. Huh?
He's not gonna be playing with none of them guys.
Nah, none of them. Nah, none of them at all. So coaches, and most of them, they're just they're talking about the details. They're talking about, getting these guys to have more practices. They're feeling like that. I'm not sitting there saying they're saying this about the Eagles, but we even heard reports about how easy the Eagles practices have been over the years with Nick Sirianni or under Nick Sirianni. But but he spoke about trying to get these guys, mentally there. Talent's there too and all that, but you got to be mentally focused going into the season, trying to, get to a Super Bowl. He even asked Clint about why he took the job here. And he said he was like it's a good organization. He said I wanted to go somewhere where they were always going to be competing, and they got they're going to be bringing in the talented guys. So I mean, he came to the right place if that's what you're looking for.
Everything he said.
Everything he said, he got here. So
that right there.
They had King, the linebackers coach. He didn't even work with Vic Fangio. I didn't even know that. I thought they might have known each other. He said he said that Nick reached out to him because they used to coach together back in with the Chargers. Okay. Yeah, so that's how he knows him. So, but him too, even him not being from Fangio, he has the same attitude. He said he wants the details. He talked about your boy too, Jeremiah Trotter. He said he don't make the same mistake twice. He said so. That was something else that I like to hear. So we got a lot of like Miss Candy spoke to. You got a lot of coaches with some years of experience under their belt, and hopefully that can translate to onto the field and to the gameplay. So,
and I think it all will. I believe. You know what I got. I got my most confidence in our players. These guys, we got good mixture now of veteran presence and youth, and we're set up to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
We set up to win the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
We are set up to win the Super Bowl this year, man.
And how we still making moves? Like he's like I say, he just got the offensive lineman. Like he's still making moves. He said that. I'm always looking to make a deal. So he's always going to try to find a way to tool this team to be better. If it's coming to the coaches, if it's coming to players. But he's always going to find a way to bring in the next hottest best thing. So that's also good to see, man.
He's been doing a job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because how many other GMs you see doing this, man? Even speaking to the fact, did you see what's my man name from Justin Jefferson from the Vikings? How much he signed for today?
No, I didn't see. Like I said, I was out.
Oh, you were okay. So they signed him. I don't know how many years it was. I don't got the information in front of me, but he signed for like 140 mil, if I'm not mistaken. 85 million guaranteed. So
he outdid Waddle then.
Yeah, he outdid Waddle, but how he got? Go ahead.
Everybody that signs now is going up one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Because my thing is this: do you pay CD Lamb that kind of money?
They're gonna have to.
I don't know, man. He might have to take a home team. All due no disrespect, but I feel like he gonna have to because they have to pay a lot of. You gotta think. You gotta pay Dak still. They gotta pay what's my man Micah Parsons. So I don't know where they're gonna get that money from, but hey, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's gonna go to a different team. Maybe he come to Philly. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Jerry Jones wants Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. I heard that too. That he wanted Deion to coach and his son to be the quarterback. I heard that as well.
I ain't got Deion coaching Cowboys because Deion made a statement on this show. Shout out to the Colorado Buffalo too.
Yes, sir.
He made a statement. He said, I'm not saying verbatim, but he said he could never coach professional because.
Yep.
Because of the situation, they making money and
the passion's not there like it used to. Yeah, playing in college.
He likes what he's doing with the younger guys. And getting those guys ready to make the money. He said,
that's what's up.
Already got money up here. These guys trying to get the money. I have a better chance with the guys trying to get money than the guy that got money.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I mean, it would be nice to see Deion coach. I ain't gonna lie in the NFL, But shout out to Shedeur. Hopefully, he do get picked up because he probably gonna be one of the top QBs. Yeah, he's gonna be one of the top QB probably.
He'll be a number one pick.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be the number one. So
number one pick. I mean, I like him that much to be the number one pick.
Oh yeah.
Then we had that incident conversation with Deion was asked about that. He said he's not going to X, Y, and Z team.
Nah. But at the same time, that's smart though because you want that's any quarterback. You want your quarterback to land into a good situation. You want like coming here. If he was to come here, you would have AJ Brown, you would have Devontae Smith, you would have a Saquon Barkley in the backfield. So stuff like that, even having a good defense as well. So yeah, man. So we'll see what they do. But yeah, but JJ signed for that money today. So you already know that market's going up. Right. But it just speaks to the fact of how good Howie is though, for the simple fact that he ended up signing AJ Brown again and then signed Devontae Smith. When you got both of those guys for 2029, 2030, something like that. 2029. So yep. So for about the same amount of money. So that's another Howie W right there. So shout out to him.
Howie's a genius, man.
Yeah, I don't know how he worked this cat, man. But
Andy said something there. We said I couldn't be imagining things, but players seem hungry type of coach. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, for sure.
You right again. You right there, Candy.
Yeah, for sure. And they talked about that. They talked about the discipline that these players have. Some of the coaches that they have on and off the field, maturing. They talked about Jalen Carter as well, maturing, coming into himself because Clint Hurt got a when they were doing their pre-draft process last year when he was with the Seahawks. That was one of the guys that they were looking at. And
Yeah.
we just talked about, him maturing because, of course, Jalen Carter was dealing with that situation. I don't want to speak on that too much, but he was dealing with a situation. And
yeah.
but he just said that it's nice that he has the opportunity now to be able to coach him. He knows that he has the talent. He sees the talent. So he spoke he spoke like that about a couple of different guys. So I just really can't wait to see how, like you said, how all this comes together, man. Because like I said, the talent is there. They got talented players on the team. They're young. So and he said that like even with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, they're still young, so you can still mold those type of guys into the players that you want them to be. So I like to hear that too as well. So
yeah,
man. No, do you think my fault? My fault.
Yeah. No, I was writing something, a note down.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
But look, Jalen Carter is going to be unstoppable this season.
Oh yeah, man.
He's going to be unstoppable.
He's in great shape too.
He's going to be unstoppable. He's going to be unstoppable, man.
He's going to be the new Aaron Donald, man.
I like that. I like.
Yeah, he's going to be the new Aaron Donald.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can see that in the future for him.
Mm-hmm.
But this season here, he knows he fell off the last season. That was conditioning, first year in the league. Not eating properly.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's been around them experienced guys in the locker room, gave him the nutrition, the diet, and the eating habits, telling him what to do. He's been around Fletcher Cox and all them guys. You know what I mean? Was Sue here then? Was Sue here when he was there? No, Sue wasn't.
No, Sue was here the year before last. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Super Bowl team.
But he still has a lot of good guys in that locker room, experience-wise, on both sides of the ball, to teach these guys what it's like to be a pro. You know what I mean? So,
Miss Candy said something. She's right though, because they did say that.
What's that?
Jordan Davis was being unblockable in practice.
Yeah.
It would be unblockable. Yeah, if he takes it serious though, he gotta because like we said, the talent is there. It's just he starts off the season, he does well, and then as the season goes on, they just taper off. So that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I believe.
Go ahead.
I believe Nolan Smith, guy, help me out. Jacoby Dean can do what they did. Give me
in Georgia
60% of what they did at Georgia.
Yeah.
And we good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. That's that, and that's the thing. Like I think that's why they went out and got those players because they all were used to working together off of one another, and hopefully they can recreate. Hopefully they thought they could create that on the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. So, and I think they can. They talked about everybody just being, in sync when it comes to, rushing off the line and stuff like that. So, I even heard Jeff Stoutland. He was saying he calls it the 5-wheel drive. He said that he don't want to rotate. He don't want to rotate players in and out of the offensive line. He said he wants to go in with that same 5 every time. He said because just to sync, you got to be in sync. He said when you come off the line, so these players, so everything works. You run it back and get through the holes, the gaps, whatever the case may be, and do their thing. So so you can really see that it's a lot of attention to detail that's being said to these players, what they need to look for, how they need to maneuver, and that's good to see because we had a lot of mistakes last year. It just seemed like there was like no cohesion on either side of the ball. So I just hope like this all comes together. Like I said, he talked about practicing more, the guys being out there, being together, just being comfortable around everybody. So hopefully we see a great, team period, but offense and defense this year. So
we have a great team. We have great chemistry. We know what that's like here. That's not something that I'm not afraid of.
Not like that, but
it's fine with among the players. They checked out on the coaching staff that we had last year. Well, themselves. They checked out on the coaching staff and what was going on behind the scenes as far as them trying to switch defenses in the middle of the season. You can't do that. You know what I mean? These defensive coaches in the middle of the season and what was his name? The guy from New England, what's his name?
Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia's trying to come in and implement his system, and they've been with Desai all season coming in. You just put them in a bad way. That's why them guys checked out. I mean, we're not doing that. We're not. What do y'all think we are, robots? I mean, yeah. Remember last season when their own scouting, they did right. That's what I'm saying.
That was the beginning of the end. When Bayard came out and said we were doing our own scouting this week, I was like, when do players ever do their own scouting for the game? But I mean, maybe you do whatever the case is, but that's usually the coach's job. So if the players gonna do their job, we don't need the coach.
They checked out on them guys.
Yep, man.
Candy, you said it right again. You hit the nail right on the head,
man. Yep.
Yeah, them guys checked out, man, big time.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's watered down the Ducks' back. We moving forward. We going to get this Lombardi Trophy, man. Bring it back home this year. Anything further than that, Nick's going. Moore's going. All is going to be a whole new change. Got to come.
It will have to.
It's going to be a whole new off, and that's the part I really don't want because Jalen's going to suffer behind that. A whole new offensive system again. You got me. You can't get expecting the man to be great.
Yeah, he spoke to that. He spoke to that multiple times, just saying getting consistency in the building when it comes to that offense. Because it's because I understand, like when you hear Kellen Moore, he talked in his press conference about implementing stuff from that they were good at before, but then also some new things. So it's always good to hear stuff like that, but at the same time, it don't always work out that way. You know what I mean? Too much can be you make it confusing for the quarterback and the players on the team on the offensive side of the ball. So he did say he's gonna try to keep it as simple as possible for Jalen. When it comes to the line, because he has a lot of information you got to process at the line as a quarterback. So try to keep it as simple as possible. But I would hope that this is a good season under Kellen Moore. Like we talked about earlier, maybe Kellen Moore becomes the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, which I have no problem with. Like I said, I do like Nick, but things happen, man. Maybe he moves to a different place in the building or whatever the case is. But
they're gonna give him the obligation, that opportunity to move upstairs or ship out.
Yeah.
The Doug Peterson, we're gonna give him the Doug Peterson move.
When is his contract up though?
I think he got 2 more years.
He signed a 5-year deal.
I think he did.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it though.
Yeah, I was about to see if I can. Let me see.
See what you got.
Depending on like his contract, maybe they. I don't know why I thought it was 3 years, but next year,
No, it's more than 3 years for sure.
It's more than 3.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Oh, it's 5 years. 5 years.
Right.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, 5 years. Yep. So. So he got another year then, and then see how we go from there. But like you said, if this is a good season for Kellen Moore, and even some of the position coaches, because like Clint Hurtt could be a defensive coordinator somewhere else. You don't have to be working under Vic Fangio. So you might lose some coaches from that staff, and then you kind of go back to square one, depending on where you leave, where the coaches leave from position wise. So, but listen, I hope like some which way or form, like even if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, whatever the case may be, or if they have a good season, I'm hoping that they can keep most of these coaches here, because when I was sitting there watching that press conference today, man, I'm like, this is exactly what Philly needed last year. Like we won 11 games, but that was just all, to me, purely just talent. Like you got AJ Brown, 1,500 yards. You got Smith, 1,000 yards. DeAndre Swift, he got 1,000 yards if I'm not mistaken. So that was talent. So now if you can combine the talent with good coaching, oh my God, going back to a Super Bowl, at least the NFC Championship game. So
I believe Super Bowl or bust, man.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. I mean, the pressure's on.
I'm saying Super Bowl or bust, man.
Yeah, the pressure's on, man.
Too much talent. It's too much talent for us not to win the Super Bowl, man.
Oh, for sure.
It's too much talent, man.
For sure.
Knock on wood, bar no major injuries or nothing like that.
Yeah.
As far as anything else goes, there's no way we shouldn't win a Super Bowl or be in the Super Bowl, make it to Super Bowl. But I believe my heart is set on bringing the trophy back home. That's where my heart is at. That's what I feel. I feel good about that, but I feel confident in saying what I'm saying, because of the fact that what I see in our players, like I said, it goes back to what we stated earlier. We gotta see what the coaches and how good they coach these guys up. That's what it's all gonna come down to with me. I know we got the players, and I know we can do it. It's just the coaches in. What you say, Candy? Who you all
know?
Well, go ahead now. Give him your thought. Give him.
I'm a
Is she that male or just,
I think I want to Miss Candy. I hope it's Miss Candy. My fault. I hope it's a woman. I hope Miss Candy. I hope I'm not saying that. I ain't trying to be rude, but yeah. But I think if you're asking me, I want a Naj Smith to be the wide receiver 3, but I know that's probably not going to happen. I feel like it's going to be what's my man he was targeting in practice that came from the Colts.
Campbell.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Campbell. And I'm not mad at that. It's just I know Campbell has a history of being injured. So it's like if he gets injured, then who's going to be able to step in? I mean, probably a Naj Smith, but will he be ready to, take that position?
Yeah, but
we know he got the talent. She said I'm a woman. Yes. Okay. Shout out to Miss Candy. Appreciate you.
By then he'll be ready. See, what I feel already from Ainias Smith is this: he's set back already from the OTAs in the mini camp.
Oh yeah, with the injury.
He had that injury, so he would have to have an outstanding
mini camp, training camp,
of preseason beyond the mini camp. A mandatory camp to knock Campbell out the spot.
Okay. We got I got a couple people in here. They said somebody Doomsday. Yeah, Doomsday just said, my fault. Doomsday just said that Ross is looking solid in camp. And I heard that too. It's just like I said, like I ain't and I'm not trying to be rude by saying this, but when you don't see a player play for a few years, it makes me weary. Now he has been looking good, but it just makes me weary because I'm like, man, yeah, he might look good in because it's you ain't got no pads or nothing like that on. So, you got, shorts and a t-shirt, you got your helmet on, so you're gonna look good. But when it come that time where he got that pressure on him, maybe Cooper DeJean or one of those corners is sticking him, is he gonna be able to live up to that hype? So I hope, like I said, I hope he pans out because of his situation. I feel like, down there in Cincinnati when he was playing down there, it wasn't the best team. So him coming here, you're surrounded by AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You're surrounded by talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I hope that just rubs off on him, and he can pick it up. But they did sign him to a 1-year deal. So I mean, hopefully it pans out. Go ahead.
I never really questioned his talent. Like, because his speed is one thing that you can't teach.
Yeah, you can't teach that.
That he still has from what everybody's reporting on him. So if he holds up, if he keeps the same trajectory that he's in right now, moving forward, he's solid. He's solid. He's gonna make the roster. He's gonna make the roster. If he stays like he is, because of the fact that over Ainias Smith and Campbell being injury prone, right?
Yeah.
He will be in that
in the mix. Yeah, right. He'd be in the mix. And then whatever, and then even Johnny Wilson too. We didn't even say him neither. So, and he's a big target guy.
Johnny Wilson to me is going to be a person that we utilize down in the goal line.
So yeah.
25, 20 yards, 30 yards, and in. That's what I used to bring him in. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, they're going to also have, my boy Albert O.
Yeah. Well, Albert O, tight end wise, yeah. For the
tight end situation with Goddard and double up, they definitely going to run that.
He
loves to run double tight end sets.
Double tight end sets, yeah. So we're gonna see what he do with that. And he got that, like especially with and I feel like they might try to get another tight end too. Because I seen that somewhere. I don't know if it was this past week or the week before last, but they were saying that they kind of wanted another tight end. Maybe I don't know. Nobody crazy or anything like that, but just for depth or any purposes like that. And
they got the veteran that they had. I can't remember his name. They signed.
Uzama. Is it
Uzama? Right.
Uzama. Yeah, Uzama. And then Albert O.
We got Goddard. Right.
Goddard. Yes, I think. Then the one is Calcaterra.
Let me see something here. I got it right here. They got Dallas.
I know.
CJ Uzama. They got Grant Catelli and Albert. Alberto, I just say that there. That's who we got right now.
Calcaterra, yeah, okay. Because I know what you call went to somewhere else.
He's out of here. He's
yeah,
concussion prone. He can't stay healthy. He's another one. He keeps getting concussions. He's not going to be around long.
Yeah. No, I feel you. And what we got here, somebody, Miss Candy, she said these battles are going to be wild. She ain't lying.
Absolutely, they're going to be.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. But that takes me back to what the coaches were speaking to today when they were talking about that mental. Well, I know Clint was talking about it, but that mental fortitude to be able to even just compete for your position. Because some of these guys coming in here where they got Isaiah Rodgers, he's done spoke to the fact that he's like, I'm gonna make this team. He don't see no other. And he got the talent too, dude, but he don't see no other way. He want to make this team. So you got guys that's really out here. They hungry. They want to get. You want to get
stuff. Who's gonna believe in him?
Absolutely. So my thing is this, and they need that. They need that because I felt like some of these players, like they gave Nakobe Dean a green dot last year, and it really didn't pan out. Like they just gave it to him. So this year he got to fight. You're gonna have to battle for that green dot if you want to be out there on the starting snaps, whatever the case may be. You want to show improvement practice. So it's gonna be something.
They gave him that green dot. Sure they did that.
I mean, I could see why. But at the same time, it was just too fast. And then just to be injury prone, it's like, what do you what you gonna do now? So I think they learned from that, going out here getting Zach Bond and Devin White. So yeah, we'll see, man. But it's going to be some. It's going to be some crazy, especially that cornerback room. Cornerback room is
Quarterback room to me. If you want to, let's go there. We can go with the quarterback room.
Mm-hmm.
My guy is McKee for the backup. Shot number 2.
No, I mean no. The corners on defense. The corners on defense. Yeah. But no, McKee for if you want a quarterback, yeah, McKee for number 2 because
that's my pick. But here's another situation where you got Kenny Pickett coming from Pittsburgh. Has the experience of playing in games, so they'll use that as leverage over McKee because McKee came in. He played great in the preseason. He was on fire last preseason. If he can duplicate that, to me, he's better than Pickett.
That's what I think. But maybe I'm tripping because from what I saw from Kenny Pickett, and don't get me wrong, like I think the Steelers is a decent team, but I don't think their offensive coordinator is the best coordinator. So maybe he needed different offense to thrive in. I couldn't tell you. But my thing is with Kenny Pickett, the starting experience is the only thing I would say that would give him the edge over Tanner McKee. But like I said before, Tanner McKee is like the prototypical quarterback that you would want to come in,
Yeah, that's my guy.
So he's accurate and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Tanner McKee. Shout out to Kenny Pickett too. But I'm pulling for Tanner McKee if it's QB too.
I'm pulling for Tanner McKee all the way.
Yeah. Yep. So
Candy, you are right. It's ridiculous. Our depth is ridiculous. And you know what? And speaking on our depth, you know how many teams are just waiting for the Eagles to make cuts? Because we got so much good talent.
So much, man. That's why, and it's going to be
chopping at the bits, waiting to see who's going to get cut from the Eagles. Because they're going to snap.
What? Man, listen,
we got so much talent, man. Oh,
listen, it's crazy. That's why I think they went and signed like Sean Stevenson to 3-year deal because they see it too. They're like, yo, some of these guys, we can't keep everybody. Right. You know what I mean? So depending on how they, depending on who gets cut and where they paying out at, there's going to be some teams coming, sniff around to see what we got. But same thing with us though. No, for sure. For sure.
They're not waiting. They sniffing right now. Say, okay. Let him slip.
Yeah.
We on him.
Yep. So
we got like Candy said, we got ridiculous talent, man. We got ridiculous talent back there on the back end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, our offense is solidified. I mean,
the core's tied up. So yeah.
The only thing I think we need is another back. Bring another back in on the offensive side and another wide receiver. That's my opinion. I think another back and another wide receiver, and we good to go, man.
Right.
That's my opinion, though. I mean,
okay.
I believe that, man. Kellen Moore got everything else he needs. There's nothing else he needs, man.
Except I don't think so.
Maybe, like you spoke on just a few minutes ago, a tight end.
Yeah, maybe like a tight end, but that's not even like I wouldn't even say that's that high on that priority of the list. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got that much confidence in Albert O. Me personally.
No, for sure. You and me both.
I see him on an upscale. He didn't get utilized last season, so you know what I mean. So that's why I say that he has what it takes for us, but what we had last season in the coaching didn't know what they was doing, and we know that. That's why he didn't get on the field. And we traded for him from Denver. We traded him.
Didn't even use him. Didn't even use him like that.
So,
didn't even use him. Wait, let me ask you something.
Hit that
my fault. Go ahead.
Subscribe to the channel. Give us your comments, your feedback on what you think about what's been said in the show so far. We've been all over the place, but on some very good, clean-cut topics, though. So let me know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section what y'all think about some of the things we spoke on thus far. Like,
yes, sir.
comment, subscribe.
Please, we appreciate y'all. But let me ask you this. I've seen this floating around somewhere too, because we was talking about that wide receiver position. How would you feel if they brought? I know he's older, but how would you feel if they brought back Julio Jones? You don't want him? No. He said no.
Let Julio go and retire, man. He's a Hall of Fame.
I got you.
Go on, man.
I was on Twitter and I see somebody was like, why don't we just go get Julio Jones again? I'm like, oh, I don't know, man, because he did have a little shine, but he is an older player, so
yeah. No, we got too much youth, man. We got too much youth, man.
I got you. Yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there.
Julio, I love you, and I love you dearly. No disrespect to you at all.
Oh, no, not at all. That's never our intention.
You had a great career. I know you tried to come back last year and get you that diamond. I mean, I get it, but no, stay out there. Stay away from the game, Julio. Stay away from the game, man. You did your part. You notched your spot in the Hall of Fame. You're gonna be a Hall of Fame.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he that bull. But yeah, man. Yeah, I just think though, like I do just want to see somebody in that wide receiver 3 position or that outside position for the simple fact that it's I think it's going to be a little toss-up. I mean, they don't get hurt, but my thing is this: you just never know. You want to be prepared for, if they go down and stuff like that. You got to be prepared. Yeah, and I like the guys that we got, but I think we do need like one more solidified guy.
Now know
veteran guy.
Went out and get for another wide receiver, the kid from Tennessee. I like him over, or the kid Meechin
from the Texans.
From Texas.
Yeah, I'm for sure. Go ahead.
I'm good with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm for sure. Or what about Hunter? What about Hunter Renfrow?
No.
You don't want Hunter?
He's a slot guy.
Yeah. But to play the 3, to play the wide receiver 3 though, even just to come in.
If Hunter Renfrow come here, Smith is not getting on the field.
Yeah. No, that's another thing too.
If Hunter Renfrow come in, he ain't getting on the field.
And that's something else too. So I want to.
I want
to. No. You not. Wait. You moving?
Something went out on me. I'm black.
Try to.
I went black screen. What the hell that? I can hear me.
Oh wait, can you click on and click out like you did before?
Let me see something. Let me come over here.
Plus, we got another question from my man Doomsday.
Let
me see. My fault.
What happened that fast? We was just chilling.
Yeah. He said you are frozen.
I'm frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just like went goodbye on us.
Well, let me see. Well, I can read it. Can you still see the screen? Can you see the question I got up there?
Nothing now. I can see the screen now. I go ahead. We can keep talking. I'm good.
Okay. So Doomsday Corner Sports asks. He said, "How would you guys feel about trading for Sutton from Denver?" I don't know how long you've been here, Doomsday, but I did talk about it earlier. I ain't gonna lie, I would like it because I think Cortland Sutton is a pretty decent wide receiver. My thing is, I think Denver is cleaning their house for the simple fact, they got that dead cap space that they had incurred with Russell Wilson. So they definitely probably in a position to move players. I think Cortland Sutton, even with Russell Wilson last year, I think he still did pretty well. But if he comes to the Eagles under Kellen Moore, I think he's gonna eat. I just want to make sure we ain't spending a lot of money. We ain't spending a lot of money on Sutton. Because
okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
My thing's up there. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, Sutton, I would go for it if he can come in the right decent price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
price, I take it.
My man Larry said.
Now,
go ahead.
Hey, Larry Marshall. Thanks, Larry. Doomsday rather have Hunter than Sutton. Doesn't want to lose draft picks.
That's smart. No, but see, and that's smart too, because like even with the tampering, because the tampering case, we don't know like exactly how that's going to pan out yet. They were talking about maybe I don't know if the Eagles are going to lose any picks, but if they do lose a pick, it is what it is. But I'm for sure he probably don't want to lose no picks unless Howie got something up his sleeve where he do a trade with somebody and he acquires some more picks, or even during the draft maybe for next year you can acquire picks too like that. So
right.
like such as he did this year. So
well, you can't get Howie out, man.
Nah, not at all, not at all. I just don't want to like they're saying in the comment. I just don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, like you know what I mean, for like a wide receiver, and we got we got some talent here that's not developed yet. So yeah.
See, that's our situation right now. We got veterans in the room, and we trying to develop talent.
Right. And it's go ahead.
The core young talent that we have is nothing but upside. Now I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite picks of the draft for me was Trevor Keegan. He mess around and get somebody's spot now.
No, you're right though.
He's nasty now. He's a nasty ball player, boy.
Yeah, they spoke about him in the press conference today. Him and let me put my notes up. Was it Steen?
Oh, Tyler Steen. I did a video on
camera went up. You say you did a video?
I did a video on Tyler Steen and Trevor Keegan battling out for that position.
Yeah, because
I give Steen the upper edge because of that NFL experience, but won't be for long. If he hiccup, if he make a hiccup, Keegan's right there.
Yeah.
If he hiccup, Keegan's right there because he's that man.
He nice. He nice. They said Steen was showing a lot of promise. Jeff Stoutland said he compared him to Brandon Brooks today in the press conference. So that was also good to hear. Him developing at that.
That kid Keegan is so good. Look, check this out. Just check it. This Trevor Keegan stats right here, right? There's some statistics that I pulled up. He gave up 0 sacks in 2023. 3 sacks. He only gave up 3 sacks, right? Out of 982 snaps.
Crazy.
He had what else? I wrote down here. He was only penalized 6 times out of 2,200 snaps. He was only penalized 2 times, 6 times.
Yeah, that dude. He got ready written on him. He
be like Santa Claus. You better not, pal. You better not. Right now. Yeah, he gonna take the right spot. If they mess up and go to sleep, snooze.
Yeah, you gonna lose, man.
He got him.
You gonna lose.
Oh, he got
facts. That's facts.
I like that kid. I liked him in college. I was saying, that'd be a nice
addition.
Get for Hurts.
Yep.
He got the size. He got the arm. He got good feet. He plays nasty. I mean, he got it all, man.
That's what they said. They said he was still there at the what round was he? 6th round, 5th round, one of those picks.
Yeah.
They said somebody with talent like that. They said we had to get him. So hey.
And he's a national champion.
Yep. And what did I hear about him? I was watching because I'll be watching the other content creators. Shout out to the Eagles content creators too, man. But I was watching somebody either yesterday or the day before, and they were talking about how was it you? I might have been watching you, and he was studying himself. he studied himself. Yeah.
He studies himself. To prepare.
He wasn't really comparing himself to no other player. He was just trying to study the stuff that he was like that he needed to work on, how he needed to get better. So I like that.
Right.
Yep. I like that. I like that. Yep. I like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna see some of these. I think we're gonna see a lot of these, even some of the picks from last year. I think we're gonna see a lot of people step into these roles very quickly because of the coaching staff and like the attitude that they have for these players, and then even the players are just the quality of the talent that they already possess. I think we're really going to see a lot of these guys step into these roles, and then even God forbid, hopefully nobody gets injured, but if somebody gets injured, then you're really going to have to step into it. So,
but see, that's why I like what we have as the offensive line coach at Stoutland University. right? Because Stoutland is a guy that always had to have guys cross-trained. So if the situation arises, he can swap, and mix and match. You know what I mean?
Right.
And with the talent that we got up there, it'll be easy for them to do that. Like now, I'm gonna tell you my only, and I'm not concerned, but I'm looking in the right direction. I've seen progression in this guy. He's been in with us for 2 years. Jeremy, is you?
Oh, Cam, yeah.
How good you feel about him coming in taking Kelsey's spot? Now,
well,
Kelsey. I know he can't replace Kelsey, but from what Kelsey has shown this guy and been around him for 2 seasons, I know he's ready. But can he make the accurate calls on the line and get the guys in position? Because that's his job.
Yeah, I honestly think he can, man. They didn't, because I don't know if it was. I know Stoutland talked about him today, but I think that's when he was moving. What was he playing before he became the center? He moved him to right guard or whatever. Was it the guard? Yeah, okay. Because so Stoutland was saying today that when they were going to make that decision to move him to right guard, he himself thought that he might not even be able to. He didn't know how good he was going to take to it, but he ended up doing all right. So my thing is this: we know he got talent. He even spoke about the simple fact that he's a knowledgeable. Since you know Jason Kelce has stepped away, but he has the knowledge that Jason Kelce also kind of possessed with calling out the blitzes, getting the line together and stuff like that. So so far so good, man. I honestly think he's going to be okay. And we've seen him there a few times before, but I think he's going to be fine, to be honest with you. Time will tell, because it's a full-time role for him now. So
that's always the situation. Time will tell.
But time will tell. So, and then hopefully when the preseason games start, hopefully they're out there, but you get to see some of that action too, see how he does. But I think he'll be okay though, man. I think he's a pretty decent player, man. So
I think he'll be outstanding,
man. Yeah. Shout out to Cam Jurgens, man. Because we're gonna need him to be for that tush push, man. Oh, you popped back up, but you went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you popped up, but it went away. Oh shoot. Yeah, now it's just it's just the OBS thing now. Sorry, y'all, man. We still trying to get this. We still trying to get this together, man. We still trying to figure all this out. So, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about, Mr. Reggie?
No, I'm not really. I think we covered a lot for the day. I just want to keep us in the loop. I want to shout out to Doomsday Corner Sports. Appreciate
shout out to Larry too. Larry, he about to dip off. Appreciate you, my boy.
Andy McDaniels, I think.
Shout out to Miss Candy.
Stopping in and
for real.
That's how I really do. It means a lot to me, both and now. Tell your friend to tell a friend about Mean Green Podcast. We will be out here again. Mondays is our preferable day because we both hard-working men, but we're gonna try to slot some more days in between that. But as of right now, Mondays will be a slot day. We will both give y'all updates on the time schedule. But subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will know when we be out with this podcast. But we're looking forward to, like I said, growing this channel, man. We having a good time. I know Niall is, I know I am, and I'm definitely having a good time with y'all comments and coming to the air with us, man. I really
we got to set up better now because I don't think I even had this part come up last time where you could see the people's comments.
Well, what you could do is up there in the corner. You can run it. You can have them running on the screen too. But
that's what I got. That's what I got now. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, we do appreciate everybody stopping by. Please subscribe to both of our channels. We both talk about Eagles content. I'm also going to be starting because I know this is the slow season for the Eagles content. So ain't too much news that comes out every day. So I will be doing more talks about different sports. The Philadelphia Phillies as well because they've been on fire as well, and just other sports. So stay tuned.
We're gonna mix and match.
Yeah. Because we're gonna talk about it on here too.
Stuck on Eagles content. I want to get to the point where we could just have a sit down and talk about dynamics in all sports: baseball, basketball, WNBA, boxing, whatever's not. We want to drop it to y'all.
Yep.
So don't just think that we're just going to do Eagles content. That's our main focus, but our main focus is sports in general too. At the same time, if y'all can understand that. But so be looking out for No Cut Sports Podcast and Bet on Yourself Media Sports. We are one and Mean Green, the Mean Green Podcast. So look us up and come check us out, man. Like,
Let me
comment, and subscribe.
let me address this right quick too, because I know there's only a few people in here. But I'm gonna try to have that this weekend, probably like Friday. I think that I'm hoping that's my next day off, because I do have something coming up. But hopefully Friday I'm gonna go live, and then like I said before, whoever's in the live, like y'all are now, I'm gonna get your names. I'm gonna have y'all comment, and I'm gonna just throw the names into the well. I just need y'all to stay in the comments for like 5-10 minutes. I'll make the name. I'm gonna make the announcement, and then whoever the person is.
That jersey, bro.
Yeah, come on, okay, man, come on, slide through.
It's been what, 3 weeks, 3 trials?
It's been about a month, man. It's been about a month. This will be the third person I'm picking, so that's why I said I'll probably just go live and do it like that. Oh, all right, Doomsday. I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, man, I'm gonna make an announcement, and then whoever's in there is in there, and hopefully that person reach out to me, or we'll be doing it again. So I think it's gonna be a little bit easier this time, because I know everybody don't get a chance to watch every video, and I do appreciate when they do watch the video, but I want to make sure I get this jersey giveaway, so I'm not pump faking. You know what I mean? So
no, we already know. They know you're not pump faking. They got the and you must be a subscriber.
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, that's how you get entered in the win. Yep. So
you got to be a subscriber to win.
Got to be a subscriber. So
if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't even put in.
Yeah, see a month. Yep, she's been a month. So I'm trying to get this joint up out of here, man. If not, I'm gonna just pick somebody, to be honest, next time. So it is what it is. But
don't pick me. Y'all don't want to pick me. Rody. Y'all want this Rody that had a jersey on, because I'm gonna talk about y'all out there.
Yo, man.
Sound off, man.
Say it again.
Work, man. I know you gotta get to work.
Yeah, man. I got a little bit more time. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody stopping through, man. And this is the Mean Green Podcast. Stay tuned and be on the lookout for some more content from us, man.
Yep.
All right.
Peace.
I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. He said, pick me. I got you, bro. I got you. Y'all be safe, all right?
All right. Peace, bro.
All right, man. Holler at you, Reggie.
Yes, sir.